they're going to make a quick transition to our next song. So that's a popular style called a march, if you weren't aware of that. The percussion section is heavily featured. Let's give a shout out to the percussion section. Okay. We have some important parts played by the trumpets as well. Thank you, trumpets. All right, but they don't only play in that style. They are going to slow things down a little bit and play more on the beautiful reserve side of their instruments. So I hope you enjoyed this song by Rob Royman named Daydreams. If you have any daydreams while you listen to it, that's kind of the goal. So please enjoy Daydreams. When I passed that song out, I was excited to read it with them, and they read it super well the very first time, which I was shocked by, honestly. Normally when we get to slow songs, it's like, what are we doing? This is too slow. Kind of boring. But they really got the picture in their head, and they loved to emulate that. So I really hope you enjoyed them playing so beautifully. That was awesome, guys. They're going to transition now to kind of a different vibe of the piece. Raise your hand if you've ever seen like a 50s, 60s B movie about like robots like smashing up cities and stuff. Yeah, okay. Pretty cool genre, fun to watch. I wish I had a projection screen to set the mood for it. But please enjoy Mechanical Monsters. I think you'll see why it's called that. All right, we've got one final selection for the sixth grade band before they go listen to the other groups. This is a tune called 1, 2, 3, 4. Simple in concept, but a little bit more challenging to execute. So we had to start this song super slow, but as you'll see, it is not a super slow song. So I hope that you enjoy 1, 2, 3, 4. It's kind of really fast, so buckle up. Please join me in welcoming. We have the 7th grade concert band in front of us. So these kids have stuck it out through a whole year with me and then some, and they've learned quite a lot. They've really kind of joined together as a group to accomplish some cool goals. So I hope that you enjoy the music we've got for you today. The first one is a piece called Fire's Edge. some of you might be familiar with an old folk tune from Joseph Brackett called Simple Gifts. Very beautiful melody, and there's a great version of it that they've written for concert band at the middle school level. So I was glad to get that into their hands for them to read. A couple of the students wanted to kind of put themselves out there and go for what's called a solo. So the whole band's been playing, but in this song there's going to be a feature of a couple students where they're the only ones playing. So that is nerve-wracking, I'm sure, but they earned it, they worked hard, and you're going to hear that near the beginning of the song. So please enjoy The Gift of Hope, and there will be a couple soloists featured. All right, so can we give another shout out to our flute soloist, Jocelyn. Beautifully played. And we also have the soloist, Donna, on the clarinet. All right, last up, we're going to switch gears and kind of go towards a movie theme. So we've got a couple selections from the Pirates of the Caribbean. If you're a movie buff, you might know what movie they're from. I'm not going to tell you. But please enjoy the Pirates of the Caribbean once the timpani are tuned. Awesome, they're on top of it. It was from the old ones. Well, they're up to like 7, 8 now. I don't know how many Pirates movies there are. 6? 6 Pirates movies? That was all for the 7th grade band. We're going to need just another moment of transition while the 8th grade band joins us, so thank you for being patient. Alrighty, they seem ready to go, and I'm sure you guys are ready to hear this group play. So this is the 8th grade band. They have stuck with it the most out of everybody. They've been through thick and thin with me and each other. They've played a lot of different concerts, and they've been working towards the high school band as well. A lot of our percussion section has been going to auditions recently, so they're already prepped up, ready for that. We've had a couple 8th grade nights for these students to see what marching band's all about, and we're excited to get them into that ensemble. The marching band has about 111 signed up right now, so that's going to be really exciting for them to instantly have a group of people that cares about them at the high school. So looking forward to having them in that ensemble as well. Please join me in welcoming the 8th grade advanced band. We got a tune starting out that we are going to be taken to a Dollywood competition to be adjudicated by some local professionals, and I'm looking forward to that opportunity for them. But please enjoy The Dark Fortress. Next up, we've got a song called Psalm 42, which is dedicated to the loss of a family member of the McCurry family, if you want to look them up more later. But tonight we're going to be featuring a soloist on this in the trumpet section, and then the full band will kind of restate that melody after we hear the soloist play. So please just enjoy Psalm 42. I hope that solemn piece gave you a moment to appreciate someone if you've lost anybody before. That's what I think about when I listen to that piece. We've got one more selection for you. Another tune we're taking to Dollywood, and this one is called Flight of the Thunderbird. So please enjoy it. We've got a soloist in this song as well, a saxophone solo. Listen out for it. Please enjoy the Flight of the Thunderbird. I just realized this is our last song, so I just wanted to say thank you guys for coming out, okay? It means a lot that you guys are here supporting your kids in your presence and also listening to them practice, going through all the crazy fundraisers that we do, helping do what we can. So we're trying to give them the best opportunities we can in Anderson County. I want to give a big shout out to the Clinton Middle School administration. If anybody, teacher or administration is here, please stand up. Big shout out. Tonight would not have been possible without them. You may have noticed I don't even have on black pants. That's because I forgot to do that when I was doing other things, and they helped me out with a lot of the logistics behind the scene. So, yeah, thank you guys so much. Please be safe getting home, and all they've got to do after this song is tear down, loading those things on those things over there, and then we'll go home. Please enjoy Flight of the Thunderbird.